Hey guys, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching today. This is my week 10 Weight Watcher weigh-in. How has it already been 10 weeks? Craziness. I am filming this at nap time, such as it is. So Nate's having quiet time in his room. Lucy's trying to take a nap. So if I have to pause to put someone back in their rooms, I'm sorry. Hopefully I can get through this. I'm going to try to make it short. So it's been a very good week. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how my week's gone, and then I'll get into the weigh-in. It's been a good week on Weight Watchers for the most part. I've done really well tracking. I would say better than I normally did. I was very excited to get back on track after vacation because I put on 2.6 pounds, I believe, on vacation, and I just was craving salads and, you know, just wanting all the fruits and veggies and trying to get back on track after all of the fun times of vacation. So I was really excited. I think I went to the gym twice last week. Still want to increase that, but it was a pretty good start. I did well tracking, and I think last night I had 19 weeklies left, but I did really good. I mean, we went out 2 different times and I used weeklies. Once, I know I had nachos at Moe's, and there was another time, I can't remember right now what I had, but I know I went into my weeklies. Oh, Cracker Barrel, I had French toast. But I used my weeklies, I still tracked everything. And then last night, the day before weigh-in, and I will say I weigh in every week officially, but our scale is right in our bathroom, and every morning I just step on it. I like to see like how much I weigh. My weight was a lot lower until last night happened. So, but this is weigh-in day, so this is the one that matters. I had a really emotional day yesterday. If you don't know, Nate has autism. I hate having to announce that every time, but if you are new, you're going to be like, what? He has autism, and some days are hard. I feel like though any kid, some days are hard and some days are good. It was just a lot. We did a lot of things yesterday. He had a couple of tantrums, and I tried my best to just let myself feel the emotions and not stress eat. And I did really good until the kids went to bed. And then I looked at my husband and I said, I need chocolate. And he said, okay, what do you want? I'll get it. Like, he's so sweet. And I should just tell him, when I say that, don't do it. But I really felt like I just needed it, and I didn't need it, but I wanted Junior Mints. And so he went to the store and he got me some Junior Mints, and I sat there and we watched Scandal, which we were trying to catch up to, and it's so crazy. We stayed up way too late watching Scandal. I ate Junior Mints and popcorn because, you know, once you start that like emotional eating, you can't stop. Like, it's like filling voids that is not your belly, you know. It's like I need to eat and eat and eat. I think I just heard Nate get up, so I have to stop in a second. So that happened right before weigh-in, so that did not help my number here, but that's okay. I felt like I did good all week, and then I had that one slip up. And you guys, I got this close to doing good all week and not having a slip up. I feel like so frustrated with myself sometimes because I have hardly had a week where I didn't mess up. I always mess up. At some point in the week, I stop tracking and I just go crazy, and then I get back on track, you know. And I watch several people who are on Lifetime right now, and it really encourages me because I always thought, well, the people who are at Lifetime, they have it all figured out, you know, like they lost their weight, so obviously they don't mess up, you know, they have it all together. And seeing them still messing up and still working at this is really encouraging because, you know, we're all human. We all have bad days, and we all have issues with food. And the thing is you're not a failure unless you give up. And I'm not going to give up. And when I have a bad day, I'm just going to get right back on track the next day. And it was a bad day. So let's go ahead and get into the weight loss because it's still silence. I'm so excited that my plan is working to film this video. So last week I think I didn't look at the number. I think I was 223.6. Yeah, that's right, 223.6. This morning, after the Junior Mints incident, I was 221 even. So, you guys, I lost 2.6 pounds. I lost every single bit of my vacation weight. I'm exactly what I was before we went on vacation, 221. So, I honestly feel like by looking at the scale all week that I would have been at 220 or a little bit below if I hadn't gone crazy last night. So that kind of stinks. I really want to hit into that next decade. I remember when Nate was a baby, he was probably 1. I got down to below 220. I was like 219, I think, because I was just kind of dieting and not doing anything super strict. But I remember I went below 220, and then that only lasted for like a couple of weeks, and then I put it all back on. So it's going to be really nice for me to hit that number. And I always get asked, like, how much weight total have you lost? And I always feel a little bit embarrassed answering that because it's not been a whole lot, you guys. On Weight Watchers in 10 weeks, I think I've lost 8 pounds. But you know what? It's 8 pounds, and that's like the size of Nate when he was a baby, when he was a newborn. You know, I lost that much weight, and I'm gonna be proud of that. Since I started over a year ago, I've lost almost 20 pounds, and that doesn't seem like a lot when you think about that. I worked all year hard to lose that much, but if I hadn't have done something, I would have been putting on weight, not losing it. And it's been a very challenging year. I'm not going to get into all of that. I'm going to fall off the stool. I'm not going to get into all of that, but, you know, we moved. My husband lost his job. Nate had been diagnosed with autism. It's been a lot. He had elbow surgery. Like, we've had a lot of stuff this past year. And the fact that I lost 20 pounds and I didn't put on 50 is amazing. So I'm going to celebrate that. So when I started, I was like 241, and now I'm 221. So I am going to celebrate that. That's awesome. And I would love to really kick it into high gear and lose this next 20 really, you know, faster. But if I have to go slow too, that's fine, because I am going to get this off. You know, if it takes me 5 years to lose all my weight, okay, at least I'm not putting on weight, you know, at least I'm not continuing that cycle. So I'm okay with that. Let's talk about next week, you guys. I'm so scared. David is leaving to go to summer camp, and it always sounds so funny. He's 32 years old. He's taking our youth group, our youth kids, to summer camp. So he's going to be gone all next week. Now, I've done days with the kids, you know, overnight and stuff. I've never done a whole week by myself that I can remember with both kids in the summer where Nate doesn't go to school or anything, by myself. I am a little nervous. I am not gonna lie. I don't do well sleeping by myself. I get kind of lonely. I definitely tend to overeat just from boredom and loneliness. So it's gonna be a challenging week. I'm not gonna lie. I hate when he has to go out of town, and I feel very overwhelmed. He helps out so much, and I know so many of you guys are single moms, and my every heart and every part of me just thinks you guys are awesome. If you are a single mom and you're doing this by yourself, and I know a lot of you have, you know, everybody has support systems that of course help them, but I don't know what I would do without my husband, because he helps me out so much. He gives me time to go to the gym, you know, anything I need, he helps me. And just the support and encouragement of another person, being able to talk to him if I'm having a rough moment or whatever. So it's going to be hard, but I know I have you guys, and I'm still going to be making videos. And so give me some extra love next week. Keep me busy on the comments. I know I'm going to get through it, and I'll be able to talk to him on the phone. And then, I'm just going to try my best to track. You know, that is what I'm going to try to do. I'm not going to give myself permission to go crazy by any means. But I know it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. But I really want to let this be a motivation to kick this into gear and to drop more weight and not go back up, because I've been at 221 and then I went up. Now I'm back at 221, and I want to keep that momentum going down and not use this week as a week to go back up. So that's my goal. If I can lose anything, it'll be a big victory. So that's where I am this week. I know the gym isn't going to be happening because I'm not going to have anyone to watch the kids. I might can squeeze in another trip or two before he leaves. And then after that, I'll just be wearing my Fitbit, trying to get some steps around the house, drinking my water, tracking everything. And yeah, so it's going to be an interesting week. I am looking forward to being on the next week's side of this and talking to you guys again when he's back home, because I'm really dreading it. But we'll get through it, and I'm going to try to plan some fun things for the kids. I know we have dollar movies, not real close by, but I could drive there. We could go to the pool. We could go back to the library for story time. So I'm going to try to keep us busy to where it's not like us just sitting around the house being bored. So anyway, that is what is up. I lost my vacation weight, you guys, 2.6, even after eating a whole box of Junior Mints, you know. Oh, I wish I hadn't have done that. I think I would have done even better, but that's okay. We're moving forward. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a super big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Please subscribe if you're new, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, y'all.